Wahahaha! You don't stand a chance against me, you persistent pink puff. This $20 goes towards me and my glorious mean bean machine. Just to let you guys know, we do have some donation prizes during this Kirby block. We are offering the Kirby's Animal Friends Perlers and a Krakow Perler. The Animal Friends Perlers with a $5 minimum donation, and the Krakow Perler with a $10 minimum donation. We are also offering Kirby's Sumo Sumo figures with a $5 minimum donation. Thank you to Harmony, Cranberry, and Zalo Ray for those donations. We have a $50 donation from Killa Hill saying, "Yay for the Kirby block. My 7-year-old daughter and I have been playing through all of the Kirbys, and last night she watched this marathon until she fell asleep." $50 for Avalanche, of course. Keep up the great work, everyone. We have a $50 donation from Chris Azey saying, "Shout out to the blue blindfolded run. And of course, use the fastest strat, kill the animals." We have a $100 donation from E Bloody Candy saying, "So hyped for Kirby block. Good luck to all of the Kirby runners. Let's see that controller cam on Superstar." Speaking of that donation incentive, we have a couple of minutes until then. And it's currently just short. It's still short right now. We have a little more than $400 to go. So if you want to see Used Pizza playing Kirby Superstar with the controller cam, get your donations in now. We have a $30 donation from Beto Kirby saying, "Been donating every Kirby block since AGDQ 2014. Always love seeing the people push my favorite series to the limit. Also, congratulations to Used Pizza and his recent world record." We have a $50 donation from Burnt Pins saying, "Second SGDQ watching, first time donating. Love these morning runs." We have a $50 donation from Cameron saying, "Hi everybody, got up early to donate and watch the Kirby block. Wouldn't miss it for anything. Go fast." We have a $10 donation from Dennis49 saying, "Here's $50 for a great cause. Thank you for everyone and their efforts." And as we are setting up, this is going to be danray2352 playing Kirby's Tilt and Tumble. And the controller cam donation incentive for Kirby's Tilt and Tumble was met. Just to give you guys a quick update with regards to the bid war between Kirby's Avalanche and Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. Kirby's Avalanche is currently in the lead, $1,508.35 to Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine with $1,182. We have a $10 donation from the Natch Gaming, saying everyone's favorite gumball. Kirby's Avalanche was one of the first games I had played as a kid with my dad, and Kirby Superstar is hands down my favorite game for the Super Nintendo. Thank you, SGDQ, for the great event.
I'll be able to hear you, right?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Okay, perfect. Couple of more donations. We have a 101 donation from Multiball saying, "Fight on, Kirby. Fight on, little hero of dreams. Nothing can stand in your way." We have a $5 donation from Pi, simply saying, "Loving the Kirby block. Best of luck to all the runners." We have a $15 donation from Quill saying, "Thanks everyone for everything. Hope that Superstar controller cam gets reached."
Yeah, I'll be holding it ready. So I can go? Yeah, flip panel.
All right, so we're gonna go in 3, 2, 1, go. So I'm Dan, and I'm tilting a GameCube, and Alta is gonna explain why.
So, this game was for the Game Boy Color, and you control Kirby by tilting around the Game Boy, but the only way we can capture the game feed is through a Game Boy player. So that's why danray's tilting a GameCube. And this kind of started as a joke, but we discovered it was a pretty good speedrun, and danray's about to show you why.
Okay, first, the second stage is an auto-scroller, so we can go ahead and get some donations in.
Okay. We have a $10 donation from Kiwi54 saying, "I absolutely love Kirby's Tilt and Tumble. The minigames were great." We also quickly have a $50 donation from Anonymous saying, "Gotta see that controller cam for my favorite game of all time growing up. Kirby block hype." And just a quick note, the controller cam incentive for Kirby Superstar has been met.
Okay, so we're past the auto-scroller, so I guess I'll talk now. One important thing about this next stage is the clouds tilt when you tilt the GameCube as well as Kirby. So I need to tilt the GameCube specifically there to catch that cycle. Just gonna jump over some stuff. And then I'm gonna skip a cycle here by going to the left instead of using the regular launch pad. That shake right there is actually so I can get the quickest jump possible. Otherwise, I would have to time it, which I just don't want to do. Funny thing about the saving screen is that it actually goes faster the faster you go, so the game actually rewards you for going fast. This game was literally made for speed. This is the first switch section. This one I'm just gonna boost off these guys to do it a little quicker. Okay. That's fine. Jumping into these blocks preserves my momentum so that I can keep going without bouncing off them like I normally would. Okay, good. This is the first wall ride of the game, and it just skips a little puzzle section. It saves a couple of seconds. And you'll notice if you look in the bottom right corner that I have about 950 seconds, or 960. Oh, 916, okay. Either way, it's a lot, and it counts it down at the end of each level. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a suicide strat at the top of the level. Okay, I messed it up, but it's fine. I can go for it again. That was it. So that's just going to bring my time back down, and then when I get my time bonus, it'll be a lot shorter.
That jump is a bit harder than it looks because you have to jump forward and then angle it backwards because the spikes send you backwards from wherever you're facing.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. So this boss is completely manipulatable. I actually messed it up a little bit, but it's fine. And I'm gonna screen the camera to the left here because the level ends when the eyeball goes off screen. So if I put it all the way at the right, it just goes off quicker. And I'm actually gonna soft reset. Sorry, Kirby Dance fans. We have to skip it to go fast. Okay, I'm gonna do the first glitch of the game here. It doesn't save any time. You just clip through that block. I don't know how it works. It makes no sense. Okay, no mic of shame. It's really hard to skip that mic without jumping over it, so that was nice. That was fine. I'll lose a little time because I'll get hit, which lags the game, but again, not a big deal. I guess I should explain the jumping mechanics a little bit. There's an A jump, which I do with a GameCube controller at my feet, and that just gives me a lot of control and doesn't lag the game at all. Flip jumping is where I flip the cube, and that'll lock my side-to-side position a little bit more. And it's useful for certain situations, but normally it lags, so I normally want to do the other one, if at all possible. But I can only do that when there's a hole in the ground, like this question mark hole. Oh, there's a skip here. I'm actually going to skip an RNG. Oh, no, I missed it. That's too bad. You can skip this section. You can open the red gate if you shake the GameCube at a certain distance. It only works on the JP version, I think, but... So I lost about 8 to 12 seconds. I don't remember how much it is exactly, because we skip it usually. The blue path is really slow, though. Okay, I'm going to do some camera manipulation in this stage. I'm going to move it back with down on the analog stick. That's going to allow me to catch that cycle, which you normally couldn't. I'm also going to go for the really tough jump. If I miss it, that's fine. Okay, I got it. Cool. That just skips a cloud. And it just takes a long time for the landing and launching animation for clouds, so it just saves a couple of seconds. Maybe a second. This next jump is really tight. Okay, I got it, so that's the big run killer in this level. It's only a couple of frames, so...
Yeah, danray made it look really easy.
It's not that easy. One thing with the goal rings, if you land in the very center, you actually lose time because it plays a sound clip for when you get a 1-up. So you actually want to land just off center. This is a second switch section. This one's a lot harder. Okay, good. You can lose a lot of time there if you just mess something up. I didn't mean to flip jump there. That's fine, though. That section is actually really hard. You can lose tons of time. These sliding block walls are really bad, so I use a strat to unload one, and then I just go from there. Because the second one, even if you are just tilting just barely so that Kirby moves, the wall will slide into Kirby anyways. So I actually have to do like a flip jump method where I flip jump to lock my side to side, and then I actually move the wall during that. So I'm glad I got the strat that I wanted, so I didn't have to do that for the second wall. That side to side's the easiest one in the run. You just run off. There's actually a trick with this boss that I'll use where normally he does more than one attack. So here he's going to go into an attack cycle, and he's supposed to do more than one attack, but if you flip jump, for some reason, he just stops attacking, so it saves a couple seconds from that. My tilt was locked for a second there, I don't know what happened. This is what it looks like ideally. The eye should be partway off screen. The other one I was a little bit slow, so it should go on the first one. Again, I'm just going to soft reset after I get the sound clip. This is the hardest world in the game. It's really long and really drawn out. And it's over. We also skip worlds 4 and 5, so we're now in world 6. 6 is actually a lot harder though, I'm not kidding. So first I'm gonna do a water jump here, which is just pressing A right when you enter the water. You can land on top of that guy, but it's like it's impossible basically. I get it every once in a while, but not very often. Just gonna go around these. You can make that ahead of them if you go fast, but that was slow, so it's fine. I'm just gonna try to get to this hole. I missed it, that's fine. It's a little bit slower to go in the water again, but that hole just saves like, I don't know, 0.25 seconds. It's a minefield on this screen. There's holes everywhere. And now we're in the final world, so. This world is by far the hardest world, I think, because there's lots of really small windows you have for certain stuff. This first part's not too hard. I'm just going to jump over some stuff.
I can't imagine a lot of people have seen this world, even if they own the game.
Yeah, it's tough even getting here. This game's pretty hard.
I know the only time I started seeing it is when I started tilting a GameCube.
Yeah. That right there is not very easy. So I'm glad I didn't get hit there, because it wastes quite a bit of time. You can actually do a damage boost strat there. I was trying it in the practice room earlier, and I wasn't having any luck, so I decided not to go for it. This level has a lot of RNG at the start. I want the blue path. Okay, I got the red path, so that's bad RNG. It's not too bad, though. As long as I get the blue path this time. Okay, I got blue path. Basically, you just want to be on the same side so you don't have to cross across the level again. Okay, this next jump was the biggest earn killer for the longest time. It's really tight. Okay. It's kind of easy for me now, but when I first started running the game, that killed a lot of runs. And you just want to get through that section a lot easier and a lot quicker. Okay. We are going into an autoscroller, so you can read some donations. Hopefully my calibration's good.
We have a $15 donation from the guest 88 saying, "Hey Dan, good luck with the Tilton. I was wondering, when will you be joining the Dance Pad Revolution?
Wow.
Also, remember to take your disc out of the GameCube. It's very valuable. Put this 15 to the Superstar Saga Glitch Showcase." We also have a $5 donation from Phi Arrow saying, "Excited to see some great Kirby games in the Kirby block this GDQ. It's going to be worth staying up to 3 a.m. here in Australia to catch them all, especially if Avalanche gets in. Good luck to all the runners, and try to not break that GameCube too much, Dan Ray." Do you have time for one more?
Yeah, you can keep going.
Okay,
There's still
gotcha.
another section.
We have a $10 donation from Cuboid saying, glad I could wake up in time for the Tilt and Tumble run. I never managed to get past the level with all the ghosts and switches as a kid. Keep up the great work and also go fast. Putting my money towards Luigi's Mansion 100% race for Maximum Mansion. We have a $50 donation from Ball saying, wiggling a GameCube to play a game? Awesome. We have a $10 donation from CyberbotX saying, woke up to catch the Kirby block since Kirby has always been one of my favorites. Good luck to everyone involved. Now let's see some glitches in Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga.
Okay, I'm going to take it back now. So there's a trick at the very beginning of this world. You might have noticed earlier in some of the stages when I was bouncing off stuff that I would get this flashing animation. I can do that here where they didn't intend me to. Okay, first death. First unintentional death. That's fine. So I have invincibility here, which I'm obviously not supposed to, because this is the hardest switch section in the game and it's over. I'm gonna wait here, exploit these spikes, skip that entire puzzle. This is a really tight jump here to get invincibility. I got it. That was the latest you can get it. You're supposed to get it. Normally you wouldn't hit the paddle. Those are hard too. Those are rotating holes. So when you landed them, they rotate the direction they shoot you out. That means I pressed them basically as soon as I got into them, within a couple of frames. Otherwise you die there. I have another. Okay, that was good. That's really hard. I've lost a lot of runs to that. Next is DDD. Feel free to spam D3 in the chat if you have Francoface C. There's a really specific strat here. Hopefully I can get it. It looks really good. Okay, I got it. This is awesome. This is the DDD stun lock. I actually learned this from the TAS. Okay, I missed the last shot, but that's fine. That was really good. Okay, and then the time is going to be when the credits scroll. So we're just going to go and pat them back because he did well. Suddenly we're friends again. Okay, that's time. It's Kirby Tilt and Tumble. What was the time on that?
15:16.
Okay,
Wow.
that's really good. World record's like 14:45, and that's with like no deaths, really good RNG, or decent RNG. So I'm happy with that.
All right, that was danray2352 with Kirby's Tilt and Tumble. Coming up next, we have Used Pizza with Kirby's Superstar. Kirby